guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on this look, and it's all with Wet n Wild products. So I decided to do this video because I did one similar like a year ago during the holiday season. I did it with e.l.f. products, so today I decided to do Wet n Wild. The reason why I mostly use Wet n Wild products, just the eyelashes, the mascara, and the concealer are not Wet n Wild, and that's because I couldn't find eyelashes from Wet n Wild. And the mascara, I do have one, but I don't know where it's at. And the concealer was like sold out everywhere. I went to Walmart, I went to Target, I went to CVS yesterday, and I couldn't find concealers from them. I know they make some, but for some weird reason they were all sold out. So yeah, but you could use any concealer or mascara or eyelashes that you have. I did use drugstore ones for you guys could stay affordable, but for the most part they're all Wet n Wild products. And this is the first time I try out their foundation and their powder, and I actually really like the foundation. I feel like it looks really good. The powder, I'm not sure if it's the foundation or the powder, but it just made my skin look super smooth. But yeah, the foundation was a little bit dark, as you guys could tell. It's just a little bit darker, but nothing too dramatic. So yeah, but other than that, I really liked everything that I used. The eyeshadows were really good. I feel like Wet n Wild makes some of the best eyeshadows drugstore wise. I didn't buy any blush either, but they do have really good blushes, and their lipsticks, they're bomb. I really hope you guys like this type of videos. I'm gonna do more videos where I use just one brand drugstore wise, and the reason why I'm doing this kind of videos is because I feel like for the most part we think that we can achieve a look without like inexpensive makeup, and makeup could be really expensive. And I remember when I used to watch YouTube, I mean I still do, but back then when I was younger, I would watch YouTube videos, and like I would see how girls would talk about makeup, and I would like save my money up to go buy makeup. And yeah, but I don't know, I feel like drugstore makeup is really good. There's some hits and misses, of course, but I just wanted to show you guys that you guys could create any look with any makeup. You don't have to spend $100 on an eyeshadow to have a really good eyeshadow when there's good ones at the drugstore. So if you guys like this type of videos where I'll be using one brand tutorials, just give this video a thumbs up. That would really help me to know if this is what you guys like to see. I feel like Wet n Wild is super inexpensive, and it's really good. It's very affordable. The makeup is bomb. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Well, first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and use this primer, and it's the Wet n Wild one. I believe this is the only face primer that they have, and I actually really like it. I've been using it after doing this tutorial, and I really like it. It really makes my skin look super smooth, so I do recommend it, and it's super affordable for the most part. Wet n Wild always has a sale of buy one get the other one 50% off, so that's even cheaper. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And now I'm gonna go ahead and use their foundation. The foundation was a little bit too dark on me. I mean, you can't really tell on camera, but in person it looked a little bit darker. But that's okay, because we could fix it. So yeah, I really like the foundation as well. I forgot what color I got it. I think I got it like in medium. The only thing about it is that they don't have a lot of colors. But if you're around my skin tone, medium will probably work for you if you just have to highlight. And then I couldn't find any Wet n Wild concealer, so I did use my Maybelline one, and I believe this is the HIIII one, and it was brand new, and I kind of went overboard with this just because the foundation was a little bit too dark, so the concealer would kind of help it even out. So yeah, but I did apply a little bit way too much, so I am trying to blend it out as much as I can. But yeah, I'm just gonna blend it out, and then I'm gonna go ahead and set it. I don't have a clip of where I grabbed the powder, but I used the contour kit and dulce de leche, I believe it's called, and I used the yellow powdery to like set the concealer. That's what I'm doing right there. And then I'm going in with the beauty blender because it was so hard to blend it out with the brush. And I'm pressing on the powder as well with the beauty blender. And then after that, I am gonna go ahead and, oh, that's where I'm pressing the powder. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, just pressing the powder, kind of like baking, but not really because it's not like a loose powder, but just really packing the color there. I'm gonna use the same powder, and I'm just setting everything where I put the concealer and on the bottom of my cheekbones as well, just to make the bronzer be a little bit more sharp. A lot of people do this after they do the bronzer, but I don't know, today I just felt like doing it before. There's no right or wrong way with makeup, but that's the powder that I was using, the yellow one. Now I'm using the bronzer to just kind of contour my cheekbones and my forehead. This is probably one of my favorite contour kits at the drugstore, so if you haven't used it, you should try it out. As you guys saw, mine was like really beat up because I really like it. And I really recommend it. They have 2 different colors for different skin tones. So now I'm going to go ahead and use this palette by Wet n Wild and their eyeshadow primer. Their eyeshadow primer is really good. I actually do recommend it. I feel like the shadows lasted a little bit longer than they would have if I didn't apply a primer. So I'm grabbing this like taupey brown color and putting it on my crease, like really concentrating that on my crease. And then I'm using this fluffy blending brush by Wet n Wild. They do have tons of brushes, but I only have this one and another one. But I do recommend the brushes as well. So now I'm going in with the darker brown shadow, and I'm putting that on the crease as well. Just kind of, you know, you have to use a lighter color than the darker just to give it a little bit more dimension and just blending everything out. But yeah, and then after that, I'm going to go ahead and use a different brush. It's a little bit more of a smaller blending brush, that's what they're called, and I'm using a dark brown. I think this is the darkest brown that the palette has. And then I'm putting this in the outer corners and in the inner corners, and I'm really packing this, and then I'll go ahead and kind of blend it towards the crease. But be very careful. You want to leave the center part with no shadow, because that's where it's going to be the little halo effect. So as you guys can see with like the least product, I'm going to go ahead and blend it into the crease. So that's what I'm doing right there. And then this brush is from Luxie, and I believe it's their small blending brush, and I really recommend it. I love this brush for my crease, especially for cut creases. This brush is bomb. So I really recommend it. And then I'm going back with the Wet n Wild blending brush and just blending everything together. So now I'm going to go in with this gold shadow, and I did wet my brush just to give it a little bit more you know, not glowy, pigmentation, so if it could stand out a little bit more. But then I did mix it with the other shadow, the more orangey one, and then put it on my lid. Now I'm going back with the same dark shadow and just giving a little bit more dimension, just because I feel like after you're blending, a lot of your shadows kind of come off. Sorry. So yeah, so now I'm gonna go ahead and apply mascara. I do have a Wet n Wild mascara that I really like, but I don't know where it's at. I'm actually like still looking for it because it was brand new and I don't know where it's at. So then I'm applying falsies, and these ones are the Ardell Wispies. These are my favorite lashes, drugstore wise. You know, they're so simple to put on, and the band is really thin, so if you're a beginner, they'll work out with you. So now I'm just grabbing the dark shadow, the dark brown shadow, and putting it on my lower lash line with the same brush. I feel like this brush is really good for smoking out your bottom lash line. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use not the dark brown, the black shadow, and really concentrate it on my lower lash line, like as close as possible to the waterline. And I'm really packing that on there. And then I'm going back with that gold shadow and packing it because I feel like I needed to reapply it because of all the blending. It kind of fades away. So now I'm gonna go ahead and use this lipstick, and this one's called Just Peachy. It looks a little bit pink in the camera, but it's like a nude peach color, and I really like it. Wet n Wild lipsticks were probably one of my favorite ones when I was younger. So yeah, this is the final look. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys on my next video.